Hey Terry, you're going to be getting your girl back very, very soon. She's relaxing on her spot right now. So your main training goals for her was to listen to your first requests, long stays, gaining her attention in distracting situations. Ultimate goal would be off leash and not jumping on people. So we worked on overall obedience, loose leash walking, and all that I just mentioned. She's just an absolute sweetheart, an absolute gem. She's tired because she's been playing all morning and I just gave her a bath, so yes. She's like, don't say that word again. So she'll be nice and tired for you when you get her home. Now, I'm not going to lie to you here. Lonnie was a challenge. She's not very food motivated, and when we are out and about, she wasn't very toy motivated either. She's very dog motivated, so she loves to socialize with other dogs, and that's absolutely okay. The thing that I really want you to think about is what reinforces Lonnie. And what I found really helps is deli meat, chicken breast. I cook chicken breast for her. She likes the real meat. I use a little bit of cheese. So she really, really likes the meat or cheese. And she's most responsive with that. I hope over time you're going to be able to fade that, but right now I feel that building her reinforcement history of paying attention to you is key. What is also very important, as you can see, is Lonnie's a pretty mellow girl in general. Granted, she's gotten a couple walks already today. She's played with doggy friends, and now she's just gotten a bath, so she's pretty wiped out for today, but in general, she's a pretty mellow girl. And I find when dogs are good in the house, people do not ask their dogs to do things because they don't need them to do anything in the house because they're mellow and they're not causing any trouble. But what happens there is if you don't expect them to do things in the house, so you're not redirecting them, you're not working their mind in the house, when you're outside around distractions and then expect them to listen to you, it's very, very difficult. You haven't built that reinforcement history of saying, go to your spot and stay, or look, or come, when you know they'll succeed. And then you expect them to succeed out in the real world around distractions where you haven't practiced very much. That's going to be very difficult. So start implementing simple things for Lonnie. Her sits, her downs, her stays. She's good at all of it in the house, but just continue to do it, because then she's going to be more apt to listen to you outside with distractions.
Real sweetheart. So Lani is definitely checking in more on her walks. Oh, hi. Yeah, I'm walking and videotaping at the same time. Good girl. Good girl, Lani. But Terry, what it is finding what reinforces Lani. It's really finding what reinforces her. And so I have found that what she really likes and will check in on me for, and I hope you're seeing this in the video, is she's checking in on me and I'm rewarding her with chicken. I also recommend using deli meat, good girl, or hot dogs. Something of really good girl of high reward value to have her check in on me more and not be as distracted with everything that's around. So we're walking, I don't know what time it is, 5 o'clock-ish, 6 o'clock-ish. So I'm trying to go at a busy hour so that you can see how she's checking in on me even with other dogs passing by. There's the kids. That's my good girl, Lani. Lani, look. Good girl. Other kids, walkers, runners. So I feel I have her attention more, but it's about what's reinforcing to Lani. Good girl, Lani. That's a good girl. Good girl. Okay, leave it, sweetie. Lonnie. Yes, good, leave it. Good girl.
So behavior that's really beneficial for the dogs is working on Go Spot. And what Go Spot is going to a designated area and having your dog downstay for X amount of time. So with Lani, I have her on this cot, and actually this is where I really like to work on Go Spots with dogs, is a raised bed, because it makes a very clear distinction of not getting off the bed and staying there for an extended period of time. So this is a great way to work on your long down stays, and also helps prevent her from jumping on people that come over to visit. So you can redirect her to her spot to prevent the jumping. So Go Spot is really wonderful. You can, obviously we're sitting down right now and she's on her spot, but you can be standing and just redirect her and say, Lani, go spot, and she'll go to her spot and stay until you release her with okay or come. Good girl, Lani. Good girl. Now, to help prevent Lani from jumping up on you or people, you can work on her spot if they're coming over to the house, or just in general. Lani, sit. Ask her to sit, because a sitting dog is not a jumping dog. So if you implement sits throughout your day, she's going to be more apt to listen to you and not jump on others. Now, I know she's very social, she loves the attention, but if you practice sit for everything, right, Lonnie girl? Yeah, just a good girl. If you practice sit for everything, she'll be a sitting dog and not a jumping dog. Good girl, sweetheart.
So the key to loose leash walking is engaging with Lani, letting her know she's being a good girl, giving her direction on things that you would like her to do. Another thing that I find if the dogs get pretty distracted, Lani, hey, leave it. Good girl. Leave it, is asking them to place. And what place means is that they walk around you. Lani, place, place. Good girl. So you take a little step back, step forward, and then they sit. Good girl, at your left-hand side. Good place. So I'll go ahead and try demonstrating that again. So you're walking with her, okay? You ask her place, so you stop and take 2 steps back. She walks around you, and she sits. Honey, sit. Good girl. Good place. Place. She sits at your left-hand side, and that can be a reset or a way to just get her attention. We're not done yet, sweetie. Good girl. Lani, no. No. Good girl. Lani, sit. Good girl, sweetie. Good sit. Yeah. As you know, one of Lani's favorite pastimes is to smell. If she's smelling too much on the walk, I would say leave it. I wanted to take a look at place again so that you're able to do this when you're home with her. Okay, Lani, leave it. Good girl, sweetheart. Good, leave it. So she does better with the treat in my hand. It's just kind of hard to hold the leash, treat, and phone and dog. But take 2 steps backwards, place, bring her around. She walks around your back and sits at the left-hand side. Good place, but this is where I find the little goodie helps her to sit. Good sit, sweetie. Okay, and then she can walk. But place is a really, really wonderful reset. It's like turning off your computer when you have that round rainbow that spins and spins and spins, and you can't get anything out of the computer, and then you turn your computer off. Okay, Lani, leave it. Good girl. You turn your computer off and on, and it restarts it, and everything works magically again. I find that place helps with that on the walks. It's great.
So with Lani girl, what's going to be really important is that you continue finding what is reinforcing for her. It's about building her reinforcement history of being rewarded for doing what you would like. Now, other forms of training, you could force her to do something that you would like, or you could punish her if she didn't do something that she would like. But that really just would not work with Lani. So it's important that you find what is reinforcing to Lonnie to encourage her to continue doing the behaviors that you would like her to do. And again, I found that that was the really high reward treats. And I find that people have pushback from that, but if it works, why not do it? Right, Lonnie girl? And it makes her so happy. But also, you're not going to have to do it for a lifetime. It will be as she becomes stronger in the behavior, then you can fade the use of her food. But right now, what's going to work with her in her training and continued training and learning is high value reinforcement. And there's a lot out there that you can try. And if she's tired of one, then you can try another. Again, it's normally the fresh meats or the cooked meats, I mean, but deli meats, chicken, she really liked the boiled chicken. So have fun with her. She's such a love, and I love your aspirations to have her become a therapy dog. I think she would be wonderful. She loves the love and attention. Thank you for the opportunity to work with Lani. Aloha.